coming at you for another Transformers review. As TF Nation, at this point, is mere days away. We're now officially Monday. It is now 12:15 on Monday, 13th of August. It's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. He ain't watching this, but still. So yeah, as TF Nation is mere days away, I thought I'd throw my hat into the ring and do a honest to God, a Transformers review, yes. And as per the title page, we're going to be doing this fella, Rodimus Unicronus. Now, I don't think there's any bio on this guy, apart from he's just an evil version of Rodimus Prime, which really should have been called Nemesis Rodimus, but there's too many U's, like Unicronus, Unicronus Prime. There we go, that'd have been better, wouldn't it? Unicronus Prime. Or Lemmimus Prime. We'll get to that in a moment. As per the title music, you probably guessed. But there he is, in his flaming Winnebago of death mode. I thought I'd show it in this mode. It's actually really nice. I really like black and purple. And I love these silver sort of purple flames coming out there. That's pretty cool. Decepticon symbols, which are getting rubbed on every time these transform, but I'll get onto that in a minute. The one on this side is cockeyed. Love that tamper on the bonnet there, or the hood if you're American, but it's a bonnet. Why won't that focus in? I don't get it. Come on, are you going to focus for me? Come on. Yeah. Oh well. I love it. I love the purple on there. It's really cool, and I like the fact that it's kind of like a tribal tattoo almost, you know. No, I've got a few nitpicks. These bits should be chrome. Actually, I got this from my dad on my birthday, so it's kind of thematic. I'm doing it on his birthday. There are a few nitpicks. Number one, these at the back, they are very ugly. That grey, just, I know what these are going to become in the robot mode. They're going to be the foot heel spares. There we are. I couldn't think of the word then. That's a bit ugly. They could have painted them black, but there you go. It does roll exceptionally well on six wheels, which is pretty cool. It's got some great detail moulded into there, and like the purple panel in there, and you've got all this lovely moulded detail in there. It's really cool. Except he's got visible hands, which is, come on now, Hasbro. You've been doing this thing, Transformers, 30 odd years now, and you still can't think of a way to get rid of them. Just a flap that you flip over. But anyway, there's his flaming Winnebago of death, and he does have another vehicle mode. We shall get to that in a moment. So, what do we do? Yeah, there's no bio on this guy, apart from he's an evil Rodimus Prime, that I've just said. Why did I say that twice? I don't know. Don't listen to me, I'm talking bollocks. Right, so you disconnect these sections here, and then basically it's just a case of just disconnecting these pipes as well. And we can rotate them up for now. Oh, before we do that, you do get some guns, and you can put them in these ports at the back here. So you can put them in thus, and you can be, pew, pew, pew. So we'll take them off because we need those in a moment. So, and then we just take this section and move it out. Same on the other side, move that out, and then you just kind of, he's pegged in on this upper spoiler, so you just kind of work him out, and he's also pegged in at the back here as well. So you just kind of work him out. So we'll just put that down there for now, because we're not going to need that for the minute. And then you just fold these back like so, and he becomes a hot rod, or hot Unicronus, I guess. That is a lovely vehicle mode. That is a lovely vehicle. Apart from the back, just it's the only letdown. And of course, you can basically see where everything's going to go, which is a bit of a shame, but can't have everything. And mine, this bit is popped up. It will not sit flush, but there you go. But that is a lovely, lovely vehicle mode. I really do like it. It'd be nice if we just had, like a purple strip across there, like a bit of pinstriping would just break that grey up a bit, and like put a bit of purple here and there in these like moulded detail parts would just break that up just slightly. But other than that, it's really cool. Really, really cool. I love the red, I love the gold, the silver, it'd be nice that all this was chrome, but there you go. And the wheels are chrome. But you can get one of them chrome pens, which I might have to pick up and just sort of highlight bits on it. One glaring thing on it is it's hollow there. You can see right through. And you can see my face. When I can get my eye, I can't get my eye. There we go, there's my eye. And the bottom is very, like I say, you can tell where things are going to go. But we will take into robot mode. So we take these off again and we rotate them up like so. Like I say, you can basically tell where this is going. I mean, it's quite G1-y, which I'm always a fan of. So you basically just have to disconnect his legs because they're held on by, it's best to show you, it's held on by a peg there and like a peg in there. So you've got to kind of just get it, force it in and slide it out. Same again for this side, I'll show you what I'm doing. So you've got to kind of so just force it out and pop it out like that. Then this section will move up like that, and then we will rotate that back like so, I think. Yes, that's how we do it. And then we get this section here, and then we just split it like so, and just move them down ever so slightly. Then we just move his elbows out. Oh, why would that fucking go? Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Why won't you go, fucker? Hey, it's fucking in tight, that one. Fucking hell, why won't that go? There we go. There we are. Then we take this whole section and bring that forward, and then we reach inside there, and we will pull that round, so we flip that round like that, and then we set it back into position like so. A nice click, and we rotate that back like so, and then we get his backpack and we just flip it up like so, and you've got a little port in there and a post on, like a square peg on there, right there. So we just click that all back into place, and then we, last but no means least, flip out these, pull out his little feet. Same again for the other side. In fact, you know what, I'll show you what I'm fucking doing. Flip that out, rotate that down and back in like so. And there is Hot Rod, or Hot Unicronus, or whatever you want to call him, in robot mode. And I like this robot mode. I think the colour scheme just works exceptionally well, but it ain't without its problems. It's just the shoulder joint and the elbow joint, even though it's on a ball joint, doesn't really want to do anything. It's kind of an awkward joint because you've got this extra joint here, which is a bit weird. But I love that face sculpt. That face sculpt is proper evil. I fucking love it. Even though it's just a complete remake, just the colours make him look a bit evil. And I love it. I think it's fucking great. In terms of articulation, well, firstly, no waist, and that's due to the transformation. His head will rotate about 100 degrees. It's hindered by his chin there, it won't go any further. His arms will rotate 360 out the shoulder, but they're hindered by this by his spoiler there. He's got a really weird double elbow joint, which you can get some good poses out of, and you can rotate them at the elbow because it's on a ball joint, and you can move them in and out like so. In terms for the legs, you've got a double hinge joint, so you can move it out, move it forward, but it's hindered by his pants a little bit. And you can't move it back either because of the kibble. And you can bend it at the knee and rotate it at the knee, but he's got this other joint as well, which will come into play later. But this mode is really cool. I kind of, when we got it in our shop, I was coveting it for a while, and I'm like, yeah, need this in my life, and eventually got it, so it's pretty cool. And he does hold his guns. He's got 2 guns, which is exactly the same as Rodimus is, and he holds them like that. So he can shoot fools in the face. He can go pa-choo, 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 pa-choo. He is a bit rattly, but that's the wheels. And I tell you what I do like, especially, is the stickers on his shoulders and his shins. They're the hot rod arrows, and they point down instead of pointing up, which is a really nice little touch. But yeah, I like it a lot. This is definitely Mirror Universe Rodimus, which is great, you know, which is absolutely fucking great. Yeah, really cool, really cool, really cool. So, well, we can just stand you there for a moment. We'll come on to this bit because we're going to take him into his super robot mode. So basically, you just finish them off, fold them back like that, and then it's just basically just separating stuff and getting out of the way for the most part. So what we do is we split this, and then we sort of, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh yeah, we just kind of split them, and then they just come out like so. Get this section. I know we can't yet. We open these sections here. There, so we can open up like that, and everything comes with it. Just again, it's just a case of separating it and getting it out of the way for the most part. And then you rotate that up. Now we rotate. Now we rotate this back like so. Close that up, which leaves this really horrible, nasty cavity. It'd be nice if these could fold up again on his side, but you know, fortunately don't. They just go out to there. Yeah, they could have folded it in and made it fit inside there a bit better, but there you go. And that just connects to the back like so. Rotate them down, and then we rotate his feet out like so. But actually, what I will talk about first, before I take him all the way, get everything in. That's it. Get everything in. You rotate his pants down like so, and he's got a matrix. I believe this is the matrix of death, I think. He's got a rather nice black, purple and red matrix there. That is really cool. Unfortunately, he can't hold it because the hands that he's got, he can't actually hold it, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, but it is a matrix of death, I think, something like that. And you can pop out this bit. Unfortunately, this is not a Titan Prime Master. It's just a solid block. But you can put in a Titan Master. And here is Soundwave's head. Come on, you. And here is Soundwave, or Sound Blaster. There he is, looking rather Sound Blastery. And you could transform him into his head mode, and he will fit in there rather snugly. Like so. If you want a head inside there. And in turn, you can put this block into Soundwave's head, like so. So he's got like a pseudo shockwave going on. I'm not sure if that goes over can go over the top of it. No, just can't go over the top of it, which is a bit of a shame. But you know, you can have him sort of like a pseudo shockwave kind of thing going on, which is pretty cool. And it has got light piping. Oh yeah. So we'll take that out of there. Oh, they're dropping it. Right, we'll put Soundwave back. I will review him. And it's funny enough that as TF Nation is mere days away, I got him at last TF Nation. So we'll put you back at Soundwave, because you are superior. I will do a review on that at some point, but like everything, I will do a review on everything at some point. So yeah, so we're into this configuration. So what we'll do is we'll just rebuild the Matrix of Death. I think it's the Matrix of Death. I'm not entirely sure if I'm brutally honest. Let me just check. Because I can't seem to find anything on this guy. Oh, well, anyway, I'm going to call it the Matrix of Death. Because why not? Eh? It's black, it's purple, it's red. It's got a really nice red glowing matrix part in there. And you just place it in there like so. So we come to this fella again. So we just disconnect his weapons for the moment. And then we basically, what we do is we just fold his arms up like so on both sides. So we're into this position. We then disconnect that again, and then we rotate his head all the way around and back into position. Back into the position that he would be if he was transforming back to vehicle mode. And then we just fold that back in like, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I think. There we are. So then we flip that back, rotate that round, and then we get his leg section and move them out like so. And then we disconnect this whole section, sort of more or less fold him in half, like so, which will reveal the bonce, but I'll get onto that in a moment. So we're kind of left in this position. So what you do is then you just put his feet away like that, and like that. Rotate that round and up like so, round and up like so. And I'm left with this position. So then we get these things. We took off the front of the truck mode. Get this section. It's got a rather awful click. I don't like it. There we are. And then we just fold them back like that. And then you've got a weird connector at the top there, which will connect into these grey parts here. So we just connect. Because I'm on camera, it doesn't want to do it. There we are. So we're into that position, and then we same again for this side. We just flip them round, and then we just connect him like so. And then we're into this position, and then we just kind of open him out a bit, and then you've got a connector port which is in his crotch, which connects to this grey section here. So we just connect him, and this whole section at the back here slides into that slot there. So you're gonna kind of slide him, and then just position him. Maybe it's just a bit of a awkward area, and then we close this section down, and there is Lemmy in robot mode, because that face is fucking Lemmy in it from Motorhead. That is the coolest fucking face in the world. And I fucking love this robot mode. Again, it's not without its problems. So we'll go straight into terms of articulation. He can rotate his arms 360 at the shoulder. He can bend at the elbow. He can rotate at the just above the bicep. He can rotate at the wrist, but my joints are quite tight. But you can rotate the wrist. His head will do about 100 degrees, same as the little robot mode, which is a bit of a shame. But then again, why do you need a 360 degree turn when, you know, what's that got to do? Which you couldn't see out from his back anyway. So there's that. No waist, but you can move forward. Oh, his legs bend the wrong way, which is no good. Can bend at the knee. You can move forward if you just move his pants up a little bit. And they move back, but he's hindered by this kibble. And then, like I say, bend at the knee, and his toes can move up and down, and he can rotate at the bicep, at the thigh as well. But my legs are a little loose. Once you get him in a position, he will stand, but they're just a bit of a loose. One thing I will say about it though is this whole section here is a tad ugly. I mean, there's no real way you can sort of deal with it. I mean, and all this is hollow. This is getting to be a bit of a problem for me. Yeah, there's no real I can't even speak. There's no real way you can get rid of this kibble, which is a bit of a shame. And they could have folded it up and made it a bit more palatable. You know, we're in that day and age now where they could have folded it up again, and just put it away so it doesn't get anywhere. But overall, this guy is fucking cool. I really do like him. I love that face sculpt. I really love that face sculpt. Kind of Lobo as well from DC Comics. He's got that Lobo look to him. And the other nitpick is, you can see his little robot fists behind there. I mean, if there was a way that you could just, you know, readjust them somewhere, but there's no way they'll go. It's a bit of a shame, really. You know, it's a bit of a shame. I mean, it'd be nice if you could turn them around, but you can't because they're all moulded. But then you know, there you go. It's just one of those things. I guess you just have to live with it. But it's a bit of a shame. But anyway, he is really cool, and he just comes with a gun. He comes with the two guns, which you can hold separately, but also you can connect them together. You got a little hole there and a little port there, a post even, and then you connect them thusly. But mine is really loose. I think I broke it when I first tried to do it. It will stay, but it's really loose. So then he can hold that in his hand and shoot fools in the face. You know, when he's... Yeah, see what I mean? It just drops over. When he's not playing and he's not playing metal guitar. There we are. He can do that, and he can go, because why not? But yeah, overall, I really do like this figure a lot, a real lot. And it's just, like I say, there's a few nitpicks of it as well. Like these sections here could be better hidden. His arms could be better hidden. This whole section at the back could be better hidden. You know, I mean, there's no real way of getting rid of it. It's just, you know, it is annoying. I mean, you can hold him by that, which is pretty cool. But he is really, really awesome. And I do like him a lot. And I think he's one of the stars of this line. Because the actual Hot Rod mould, not really bothered about. But if I can get one at TF Nation just to stand next to this guy, I might do. Excuse me. But overall, he's really cool. I really do like him. So please subscribe and hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up, and that really helps the channel out. And hit that notification bell to tell me when I've got new content out. And there's a playlist here for the Transformers reviews. And just up here there will be a Patreon. If you want to donate to my Patreon, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine too. And excuse me. And if you go into TF Nation, me and Zork Rider Rich will be doing a panel on the Friday in the Pavilion Room at 1 o'clock, and it's called Attack of the Small YouTuber, where we'll be talking about how we do YouTube videos, why we do it, and all that kind of good stuff. And we're gonna have a little bit of a quiz and shenanigans. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. So if you want to pop on down, you can. Like I said, it's 1 o'clock in the Pavilion Room, which is just near the swimming pool. And we will regale you with attacks from YouTube. So that's me, that's Lemmy, and I will catch you all later. Adios.